Hello everybody, I want to apologize again for being behind on videos. We just had the biggest snowstorm here that we've had since I'd say the 90s. It's been pretty crazy. We got dumped on pretty hard. I mean 30 inches in a week's pretty insane for around here anymore. But anyways, today I'm out here checking some ice. So before the storm we didn't quite have 3 inches anywhere, and that worried me, but by now we've been in the single digits and negatives. And what that does is, you know, it's obviously freezing up, but the snow on top of this is going to insulate it, making it harder for it to freeze each night, so it's not going to get as thick as fast as it should. Now bigger lakes, I'm not going to mention names like I should, but bigger lakes, if they weren't frozen over before the storm and then they did freeze over after, they're going to have good thick ice. Every single night you can bet there's going to be a good solid inch or more added on every night if it's in the negatives and single digits. So I do expect to find some really good ice today. I can see already, I don't know if you can see, but there's tracks. People been out here on this little lake here. Now I do expect it to be slushy. That's the problem. You get all this snow weight on top of thin ice. Even if there was 3 inches of ice here, you get all that extra weight of the snow on top, and it's not good. Which I'm going to tell you, there's not much snow on top. I bet you what happened is there was so much snow on that little ice that it automatically pushed it down and created thick ice. So I'm going to drill a hole right here. I know I'm over my head, so I better drill a hole before I go any further. Can't always trust people's tracks. And I'll measure it up. All right, just as I had thought, guys, what happened is that ice pushed down and then froze back up. So you've actually got 2 layers of ice right now. You got to drill through the first layer. You'll feel it go right through, but then you're not through all the way. You got to keep drilling. That does cause a little bit of a problem at this moment because there's water between the 2 layers of ice, so it's not totally safe. But I can tell you right now, there was, I got my measuring tape, there was a good, I'd say 2 inches of that top layer of ice, and then at least that much on the bottom. So I got a feeling we're going to be well thick enough here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Wow, 6 inches. I'm going to show you guys just so you believe me here. Almost 7 actually. If you look down that hole, that tape is at the bottom of that ice right there. It's grabbing the bottom of that ice, and it is 7 inches almost. So yeah, that's really good. Really good. Yep, so at least I know this lake's good to go. I should have fished today, but I want to go out and check all the lakes and do a report for you guys. So head out to another lake. Well, here I am at another lake, guys, trying to check, and you can see where I went through right there. I didn't walk out very far. I'll never walk far before checking, but yeah, that was just about over my boots, and it's all slush. So what happened here is the snow pushed down on this ice and made it a slushy mess and didn't refreeze. It's kind of insulating itself, but all it's going to take is a couple more nights, and with it being in the negatives, all that slush will refreeze and we'll have instant really thick ice. So, you know, even though I went through, I'm not going to let that bother me. I know it's going to be super thick in a couple days. I mean, it'll probably be 6 to 8 inches in just a couple days. So, yep, so lake number 2 is a bust. All right, guys, I'm at another lake. Same thing. Thanks to the all that snow on top of the ice, it's super slushy around the edges. So yep, make sure you take your spuds out and check. This one's definitely not ready. I'm gonna check another one. All right, here I am at another lake, guys. I had to drill. I drilled a few holes to work my way out. It was a little slushy at shore again, but it was only slushy right at the shore. I mean, right next to shore. So once I got off just a little bit, the ice got solid. Let's see what we got for ice. Again, we've got regular ice with slush ice. So we've got 7.5 inches right here. The top 2 inches is slush. You can see that white colored ice. That's snow that pushed down on the ice and refroze. That's how you get your slush ice. So yeah, we got like 2.5 inches of slush ice, and the rest of it's all good, solid, clear ice. So I'd say this lake's definitely good to go. Sweet. All right, guys, here's Hubbard Lake. There is still open water out there. The majority of it, however, is froze over, so that's good. I mean, this is a huge lake, so it's obvious that it was going to have some open water still. But yeah, I don't think the deep snow probably didn't affect this too much, because it was probably not froze up before the snowfall, so it had a chance to get a good solid bit of ice. But I tried to go up here and check on the south end of the lake, but I got stuck trying to get into the boat launch. They don't have it plowed at all, and it looked like there's only 1 or 2 guys that's been in there with 4-wheel drive. So if you don't have 4-wheel drive, do not attempt to go in there right now. Probably not a great idea, because I got stuck right away. Like I said though, I'm gonna head up now. We're gonna go check East Bay, which is usually where I fish, and it's one of the first spots on the lake to get solid. So we'll just see what's there. If I can pull in, I might not even be able to pull into East Bay. I'll know in a little bit here, but yeah, definitely doesn't look fishable yet. There's still open water and it looks pretty than. But I wanted to give you guys a check up here on Hubbard. I know there's a lot of you that are always asking about Hubbard Lake and stuff. So not one of my personal favorites. It's a big lake, it's hard to fish, but there's a lot of people that like to fish it though too. Especially if you got quads and snowmobiles and stuff. It's not an easy lake to walk. But yeah, let's see if we can get into East Bay. Alright everybody, the wind is crazy right now. It's blowing 30 mile an hour or more. This is East Bay here on Hubbard Lake. As you can see, it's froze over. I did walk out and drilled a couple holes. I had an older gentleman come out with me and sputted a couple while we were out, but I just want to show you here. It's definitely not fishable yet. Where I drilled that hole, you can see when I bounce, it bounces. I measured it, it's 2.5. I even went out a little further. See how the water comes up as I walk? That's when you know it's not good. But you can see right there, it's only 2.5 inches. So yeah, this big of a lake, I'd give it some time. Well, I hope you guys appreciated this. I went around, like I said, I tried to go to the south end and I got stuck with this truck because I ain't got 4-wheel yet. So, but yeah, Hubbard Lake's got about 2.5 on it right now on East Bay. Smaller inland lakes is where it's at. If you want to get out, go check them. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.